It's an action-packed show this week here on the Spartan Show. We have 3 individuals stopping by our set as Dr. Kim Duchane of the Exercise and Sports Science Department talks to us about the North Manchester Relay for Life event, which is Saturday, April the 22nd. Athletic Department Senior Women's Administrator Sarah Emerich visits with us about the Student Athlete Advisory Committee's new role with the End of the Year Awards event on May the 9th. And head football coach Nate Jensen gives us an update on spring practices. Stay tuned.
Well, thanks for your time today, Dr. Duchane. Can you give us a little background information on North Manchester's Relay for Life, such as when it is, where it is, and how can people get involved?
Sure. This year's Relay for Life is going to be an indoor event. It's going to be this Saturday, April the 22nd. It's a 12-hour event from 10 o'clock in the morning till 10 at night. This is my 4th year in it, and only one of those 4 years has the weather been cooperative. And since we're supporting cancer survivors, they don't like to be out in the cold. So we have moved it indoors of the administration building of the Manchester Community Schools, and the hallways are wide enough for us to have a pretty good track, and it's a good thing. We've been publicizing it, and we have lots of good student help. And the other reason why we have it in April is because we want students to be involved.
Sure. I
have my class, which is the Survivor Committee, which is the health promotion class. And then football team has been very good to us over the years. And so we have probably 50 or 60 people helping there. And then just students will contact me because it was in the Oak Leaves as well as on the Office of Service Opportunities.
Awesome. And you mentioned you've been involved for 4 years with the Relay for Life. Can you just tell us a little bit about how you and your students became initially involved in this?
When I started to teach this one class called Health Promotions, that 4 years ago I asked the students, I says, we need some sort of a service project. And so we talked about a variety of opportunities, and the one thing that came out was cancer awareness. I don't know if you or your listeners know this, but one of our faculty members went through cancer twice, once as a young boy and then just a couple years ago. And then one of our football coaches lost his dad, I believe, just within the last month or so. So cancer is a terrible disease, and it hits everywhere. So the project came about mostly because of Jeff Beer, and then we've stuck with it over the years.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like a great event, and hopefully you get a lot of turnout. And thanks for your time today. And fans, don't forget to check out the Facebook page at the link at the bottom of your screen for the event.
Sarah, we appreciate you taking the time to join us with your hectic schedule this time of year with softball and everything. But can you first tell us a little bit about the SAC and how they're handling the preparation of the annual athletics year-end awards night that's going to be in May 9th? Tell us a little bit something about the logistics. What time does it start? Where will it be held? Some things about what it's going to be.
Coach Esposette has asked SAC to take over the banquet. The name will be the MU Spartans Award, and it'll be on May 9th with social time starting around 6:30, and then the ceremony starting around 7. It'll be going on in the upper Joe Young Switzer Center.
Awesome. So how did SAC get involved with this process, and maybe what are some of the awards that are going to be given away that night for people that are recognized?
Yeah, like I said, Coach Esposette, in the past our athletic department has taken on that role of hosting that event, and he had asked me to get SAC involved in it. Some of the awards that we've added to it will be the most outstanding student athlete, and that'll be for each grade level, so freshman through senior, and then also will be male and female, as well as newcomer of the year and athletic staff member of the year. And we've got a couple of fun ones in there that we'll make you guys wait and see what those are.
Sure. So final question is, what are some other things that SAC has been working on during this 16-17 academic year? Maybe what are some things that you're going to be working towards next year as well?
We just finished up the 3rd annual HCAC Unified Bowling, where we took a group of student athletes down, and we took a group of our Wabash County Special Olympic bowlers down. They competed in that, and they finished in 2nd place this year, so that was pretty good. Looking into next year, I think the biggest thing is just kind of continuing off some of our past events. We have homecoming bowling or homecoming dodgeball that we do. And then again, looking forward to that HCC bowling.
Sure. All right, well, thank you for your time and good luck with the planning of the event.
Thank you.
It was busy this past weekend around the Manchester University Athletic Grounds. It started last Thursday, April 13th, as the softball team swept past Rose-Hulman for its first 2 HCAC victories. Junior pitcher Madison Walter was nearly perfect in the circle in the nightcap, allowing only 2 runners to reach base as part of a 5-0 win, while sophomore third baseman Kate Skeens wrapped a double inside the bag at third to plate the winning score in Game 1. The black and gold golf teams welcomed Anderson to Honeywell Golf Course Friday, April 14th. Sophomore Haley Fernandez led the women's team, carding an 89 as part of a 2-person duel, while junior Jacob Hopkins, 76, lifted the men to a match play victory over the Ravens. On the tennis courts, Rose-Hulman paid a visit to the University outdoor courts Friday. The Spartans dropped a 9-0 decision to the preseason league favorites, but the top 2 doubles teams of Stratton Smith and Isaac Collis and Connor Eichenauer and Garrett Bear did force their fighting engineer foes into tough battles. At Gratz Field, it was a weekend sweep for the baseball Friday and Saturday, as the Spartans held off a late Hanover rally in the opener for a 4-3 win. Did the same in the middle contest to 8-7 and rallied past the Panthers 14-11 in the finale. Senior outfielder Chad Schultz and sophomore shortstop Braxton Riley each had 6 hits over the weekend, while the junior pitching duo of Brandon Eck and Taylor Copland both produced strong starts. Next we go to the track as senior women's thrower Shea Ator had a big effort in the hammer throw at the Indiana Division III Championships Saturday. Ator launched at 167 feet 7 inches to take over the top spot in the HCAC list, set a new school record, and move into the NCAA Division III Top 15 as part of a runner-up mark. Congratulations, Shea.
Coach Nate Jensen takes a break from the practice field to give us an update now about the spring practice. Coach, what has been maybe the biggest points of emphasis with you and your coaching staff with the team this spring?
Yeah, so the biggest coaching points right now has just been, building that team concept. We had 18 great seniors,
Sure.
and they're graduating this spring, and so building that team together with a different group and new additions, and getting those younger guys caught up into the offense and defense and special teams.
Sure. And in terms of football, what do you see as maybe the main positives from this spring season that will help you towards your preparation for the fall?
Just guys working together, and counting on each other. That's a big thing. The first week of spring practice, we did a lot of almost military-esque type of training, teamwork training, things that they had to do together as a group, and they couldn't accomplish that goal without doing it as a group.
Okay, well, Coach, we thank you for joining us, and we wish you the best of luck with the rest of your practices as you prepare for next year.
Thanks, Blake.
That's all the time we have this week on The Spartan Show. Join us again next week for another edition.